Hey guys, it's me, Kimberly Clark. Well, half of me. Hi. I'm coming to you before I go out to a gig that has a dressing room. So I get to bring all my body and everything and my hair there and put it on there. So that's why I don't have it on here. But I did this beautiful look. I think it's really beautiful. I think it turned out really nice. Using my new Lorac Alter Ego Heartbreaker palette, and this Anastasia Beverly Hills artist palette that I just got at Ulta. I was really happy with the look. I kind of was going for this like 70s, I'm doing an Elton John show tonight, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, so I was going for like kind of 70s, like deep cut crease situation, big lashes, what's up? On the artist palette, I used the shades Dusty Rose, Blue Velvet, which is the color that I used in the crease to deepen it, Baby I'm a Star, using the outside of my brows, Buttery I used in the inside of my brows, somewhere in a blonde wig. Orange You Fancy I used as part of the lid cover, and Punch Fuchsia I also used in the crease. In the Lorac palette, I used this pinky shade on the inner part of the lid, this white highlight as the inner corner highlight. That's it. I think I just used 2 colors from that. Well, anyway, I was really happy with the way both of these performed. I have never used Lorac or Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows before. I'm a Kat Von D girl, and I had my Chrysalis palette waiting just in case I needed to like do something, amp it up, get shit done. Didn't even need it. Just use these 2 guys. Really, really, really happy with them. Excited to kind of do more looks with them. The only thing I will say is that there's not really a ton of matte colors. So for a girl like me who's really doing a lot of reshaping of the face, they're not totally the best. But in terms of pop of color, if you want like a really interesting kind of range of colors, then I think these are great. And the Lorac one was really affordable, and the Anastasia one wasn't too bad either. So I'm really happy with them. And this highlight in the Lorac palette, I gotta say, this white shade for the inner corner, I mean, it was just like, it was stunning. It's really, really a beautiful highlight. You know, those are tricky to find. Anyway, as you know, everybody knows, and I was very, very, very happy with that. Now, I also wanted to just give a little shout out to Nars Night Clubbing, which is this kind of sparkly black shadow that one of my subscribers asked me about a while ago and was like, oh, it looks green on the website, is it really just black? And look, I used it to kind of set my eyeliner, my black eyeliner, and it really is just black. I mean, it's hard to see my lashes in the way. I don't want to fuck them up. I mean, it is black. It's totally black, and the sparkle really doesn't even transfer. It really kind of looks like a matte black. And I use this when I'm doing looks where I want like a kind of like perfect smoky, slightly smoked out eyeliner, and something that's less a little flat looking, which is what I would use a matte black like from one of the Kat Von D palettes for. So this I was really, really excited about. I'm really happy with the way the look came out. And if you want to see the demo with these palettes, stay tuned and enjoy. And I will, somewhere in here, I will insert in some photos from my gig so you could see me in my full outfit and whatnot, and boom, bam, great, cool. Oh, I also really quickly wanted to say on my lip, I'm wearing this new color that I got at Bed Bath & Beyond, where you can get cheap-ass Maybelline lipsticks if you got the right Bed Bath & Beyond that has like a Harmon little center or whatever. This was $5.49, and it is from the new Maybelline 100-year New York Anniversary Collection Limited Edition. This is 800 Strike a Rose, and it is just this like really unique, like it says it's like a rose color, but it really looks like a kind of like burnt or like an orangey coral shimmer color, like frost. And I've got that around the center of my mouth, topped off with some white MAC lip mix, of course. And I really like it. I think it's really nice. It's like a little too much for, you know, for me to do like my entire lip with it. I have some liners from ColourPop and OCC kind of to define the outer edge, but you know, it's really good. I'm really happy with it. Okay. Anyway, cool, stay tuned, enjoy. Hi. So as per usual, I'm starting out with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, taking that all over the lid and then blending it out with an ELF contour brush. Then I'm taking some Maybelline Color Tattoo in Vintage Plum with a Sigma Cream color brush, and I'm kind of tracing a cat eye shape for my crease. Then going into the Alter Ego Heartbreaker palette by Lorac on a little fluffy brush, using that white highlight shade to kind of do my inner corner highlight. Then going in with a firm shader by Sigma, taking that pink shade and doing a kind of inner part of the lid. Then I'm taking my Anastasia Artist palette and using the brush that came with it, the double-sided brush. I'll using the kind of firmer side with Orange You Fancy to kind of do the outer half of my lid and blending it in with that pink shade going back and forth. Then I'm really blending with the fluffy side of that double-sided brush and with the brush that I placed my inner corner highlight with. Then with a Sigma short shader, I'm going into Punch Fuchsia on the Anastasia palette and just going over the bottom of my crease and bringing it into the outer corner of my eyes, and then using that fluffy part of the Anastasia brush again to blend those together. For my deepest crease shade, I'm using Blue Velvet, this kind of beautiful deep matte blue from the Anastasia palette, with the smaller end of the double-ended brush that came with the Urban Decay Electric palette. And I'm just deepening my crease and taking it in on the outer corner with the larger end of the brush from that palette. And using my MAC 217 to blend that deep blue and purple in the outer corner. Then taking a good old $1 e.l.f. eyeshadow brush in Dusty Rose and just blending out the top of my crease. And then deepening that outer corner with more Blue Velvet on my Urban Decay brush. Then taking a NYX eye pencil in Sapphire and just tracing my crease. This is just to give it a little bit more pop. Honestly, I think a matte blue eye pencil would have worked better, but I didn't have one, so I went with this. On to brows, I'm taking my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Creamy Beige on an angled brush. And then I am outlining them with concealer using a flat eyeliner brush. Now with an ELF angled liner brush, I'm going into Buttery on the Anastasia palette and just setting the inner part of my brows. Then taking the shade Baby I'm a Star on that same brush and setting the outer part of my brows. And delicately blending them together to create a little ombre. And surprise, more Blue Velvet on the outer corner with my Urban Decay double-sided brush. Then with my sleek Dip It liquid eyeliner in black, I'm creating a thick-ass line and then doing a little wing, then making a little line under my lower lash line. Then taking that Nars shade Night Clubbing on a clean ELF angled liner brush and just setting all of that liquid and smoking it out a touch. Then blending the outer corner a little bit more with some Blue Velvet, and then with my 217. On a Sigma E30 pencil brush, I'm going into that pink shade on the Lorac palette and going over my waterline and a little under my lower lash line. Then taking a big ELF angled kabuki brush and brushing off my cooking powder. Now I'm tight lining with some Nars eye pencil in Via Veneto. Oh, and here's a tip from Sister Indica. If you have a runny nose or allergies while doing your makeup, just shove some tissue or paper towel up in there, and it will prevent it from running. Now curling my lashes in preparation to put on some big old 301s from Ricky's. Then using my Dior Show Iconic Waterproof Mascara, and then my Duo Eyelash Adhesive to get those 301s on my lid. On the bottom, I'm using a pair of lashes that I cut in half, and just putting them on that black line. I'm now taking my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Bonus and just applying it to the tops of my cheeks with my fingers. Then taking a Real Technique setting brush and kind of blending that out a little bit. Then taking Rose Gold Blush by Sleek with a Sephora Pro Small Stippling Brush and just adding that to the tops of my cheeks. Then reapplying my highlight, MAC Emphasize, with my ELF blush brush. Outlining the lips with OCC's Cosmetic Color Pencil in Trick. Then filling them in with OCC's Grandma. Blotting. Then I'm taking my new Maybelline Strike a Rose from the new limited edition 100-year New York collection. I'm putting that all over my lips. Then taking a ColourPop Lippie pencil in Wet and kind of creating an outer corner shadow and blending that out with a lip brush by OCC, and then putting on more lipstick.
Then finally, I add my MAC Lip Mix in white to the center of my lips and blend it out. MAC Fix Plus Setting Spray. Oh, and I must have put on my Beauty Mark already with my sleek liquid eyeliner. Oops. And finally, using ELF's blush brush on the high points of my face with MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Lighscapade. And that's the finished look!
Thank you very much for watching. Do you like my cute little hair? Girl, I'm Kimberly Clark. Love you, bye.